So here we go. We've reached the final event of the 4th annual Shaw Classic, and it'll be Luke Stoltman that'll have the honors right after that. Terry, back in your day, the Fingal Fingers were a separate event. There were, I think, 4 or 5 Fingal Fingers that you had to do, and it was always a taxing event. Power Stairs came in a little bit later, but to combine the two of them, come on, man, that is...
Yeah, after doing 7 events prior to it as well, these guys are going to be absolutely exhausted, but, you know, they're the best in the world for a reason.
90 seconds on the clock, so speed is certainly going to be your friend, and especially when you get those power stairs, 550 pounds and then 600 pounds. There's going to be a lot of guys that are going to probably struggle to get those weights up, so it'll be distance as well.
I almost feel like the times on the fingers are not going to be that crucial.
Right.
It's going to be won or lost on the power stairs.
First finger, 300 pounds.
Hopefully see a fantastic performance from Luke here. I mean, probably not the weekend he's hoping for, but something to remember about Luke. He's a fantastic ambassador for the sport.
Yep.
He's been a World's Strongest Man finalist a number of times. He's a great athlete, but, you know, most importantly, he's a great person as well.
So he's on the Fingal Fingers. That's 630 pounds that he just did, and now here, to your point, Terry, this might be the hardest part.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even that on its own, 550 pounds is super heavy. Then they've got one after that that's even heavier. It's crazy weights.
5 stairs, they've got to take that up, and this is just ridiculous. At 550 pounds, he's got to get back down there and get that 600, and Luke is taxed.
Yeah, I mean, the power stairs they use at World's Strongest Man a lot, or have done certainly in my time, were 225 blocks, 225 kilo blocks, so 495 pounds. And we had 3 of those. This is 550 pounds, so it's 55 pounds heavier, and the next one is 105 pounds heavier.
So he's got the 550 up. Now it's on to the 600.
Come on, Luke. Every lift here does count.
Yeah.
It's crucial.
He'll call it there.
Great effort from Luke now. Nice way to finish, putting a big performance on his final event.
How good does that feel? He's done.
Yeah.
He can go jump in one of those cold baths right now and get the feed wagon on.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see the crowd's reaction, how much Luke's loved by all the fans. You know, they've all stood on their feet to cheer him on. Not the weekend he would have hoped for, but fought right till the very end.
So Luke was great on the Fingal Fingers. He's got experience there. But it was that 600-pound weight. I mean, that is... You talk about carrying your groceries home after you go to the store, maybe 30, 40 pounds. 550 and then a 600-pound weight up to the top.
Yeah, and also, I mean, we talked a little bit about it earlier. Normally they've got a fixed handle, so you can almost sort of push your legs into it to make it sort of get up onto the step. If you're not quite high enough, you can almost lean back a little bit and push up. Where this has a swinging handle, it makes it even harder because it's live, it moves around a lot more. So not only is it heavier than it normally is, it's also harder than it normally is.
So they'll reset the course and they'll bring out Ivar Stellis from Latvia. He'll be going head-to-head with Gavin Bilton of Wales. I figure Gavin Bilton's going to do really well with this. With his height and his size, 385 pounds, 6'6", Terry, he should walk those fingers down pretty fast.
Yeah, he'll be good at it. And Ivar's as well is amazing on the power stairs. Recently at Europe's Strongest Man, they did the power stairs. He was the fastest of all the guys, so he's fantastic at this event as well. So I expect a couple of good efforts here. I almost said good times, but I'm not sure many guys are going to finish this event.
I agree with
you.
This is one of those events where I don't know if many guys will finish. I think if you get to that 600-pound weight and get a stair like we just saw Tom Stoltman do, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So right now the mark to beat is what Tom Stoltman just put up. Both fingers, the 550 up, and then one step. I'm sorry, Luke Stoltman. Thank you, Terry. 600 pounds on one step.
I swear, I was premature.
So 90 seconds away.
Don't explain that to your kids. All right, are we good? Thumbs up, thumbs up.
Here we go. Ivar Stellis. Gavin Bilton, the next pairing. 90 seconds on the clock.
Gav just, they put little blocks under the fingers just so you can get your hands underneath.
Yeah.
Gav's just asking for it to be moved a little bit, I think.
Yep. 300 pounds, then 330.
It's another tricky one to think about for the compares. Normally when you do Fingal's fingers, you'd probably wear gloves, but then you don't want them for the power stairs. So it's you know, which is the better to go? I think it's won or lost on the power stairs, so almost the fingers, if you're a little bit slower, it's not as crucial.
Would tacky help at all on either of these events?
I mean, it probably would help, but I'm pretty sure it's in the rules that they're not allowed to.
See the safety crews backing in there in case those fingers come back down. 330 pounds, almost dead even for both of them. And now it's onto the power stairs. Slight lead for the Latvian, Ivars Stellis. Look at his format. Look at that, you called it.
He's very, very
Step
good
and
at this
hop.
event.
And he still's got 52 seconds to get this 600-pound weight up, and I think Gavin Bilton, as a rookie at the Shaw Classic, is feeling it.
Oh, the fatigue's kicking in for Ivars there as well. Come on, let's finish it.
Got one more step.
One more, let's go, come on.
Got it.
Nice. Come on, Gav. Come on, Gav. There you go. Get it on there. Get it on there. It's got to be all the way on.
So Gavin completes both fingers, and he gets the 550 up to the top. Didn't even get to the 600-pound, but Ivars Stellis, I mean, that was fast. I've got him around 40-something seconds.
Yeah, he's incredibly fast at the power stairs.
That might be the winning time, although we've got some great athletes still to come. We'll get a time.
It's not an easy event, that's for sure.
No.
It is not an easy event. I just can't imagine how much these guys will be struggling for this event, having to really battle, because, you know, they've done 7 unbelievably heavy events prior to this as
At
well.
elevation.
At elevation, yeah. I mean, you know, their bodies are going to be so fatigued, so then have to go out and do an event like this is tough, really tough. And I think it shows the conditioning of the guys, shows how hard they've trained, it shows how fit they've come in. You know, although it's super heavy, they knew they needed to be fit.
56.34 seconds for Ivars.
That'll be tough to beat.
Yeah, anything under a minute, I was going to say, well, just finishing the course is impressive, but good matchup coming up with Novikov and Kevin Faires. They come into this event sitting in 9th and 10th respectively. Faires on 43.5 points, so he's got a 1.5 lead over Novikov, who sits in 10th.
Both these guys not the tallest guys either. You know, is the height on the fingers and the power stairs an advantage? Possibly. I mean, both of them make it work, and they don't sort of, you know, use their height as an excuse for not being the best at
Ivars is only 6'2", but he had no problem.
Exactly that.
But you called it. His power stairs routine was ridiculous.
Yeah.
75 seconds, I got to be honest with you, it's not a lot of time.
No.
But they're getting 90 total, but anything that's going to be under a minute is...
Oh, it's crazy fast.
Unbelievable. 90 seconds on the clock. So they got to get the weights in position. It's a little tricky. I'm glad they're using the forklift, because I feel sorry for the crew.
Yeah.
Who've done a great job all weekend long, handling heavy weights, keeping everyone safe.
I mean, could we have scripted it any better? Coming down to the final event with some absolute legends. That final heat is going to be between the reigning world's strongest man and a man who's won it 4 times in his final competition.
I think it's going to be on the Richter scale in here. It's going to be pretty dangerous. I hope this building is solid.
Well, we're just about getting it.
All right, final weight gets into position 550, 600.
Our Ukrainian warrior, Novikov
So Novikov will come out. Kevin Faires will come out.
Killer, Kevin Faires.
3 athletes completed, 10 more to go. And it all concludes with Mitch Hooper and Brian Shaw in the final pairing. First versus second.
90 seconds on the clock. And both are hungry to finish.
This is also one of those events, Terry, it's not an easy one to train for. You can't go to a local gym and find power stairs and weights like that. And Fingal fingers, good luck with that.
Yeah, I remember when I was getting ready for a competition a few years ago, I had power stairs, and I was literally struggling. All the strongman gyms in the UK, there's plenty of them, and trying to find one with power stairs was really tough, and Fingal's fingers as well. So, yeah, they're really tough events to train for.
What's the history of the origin of Fingal fingers? I think I used to remember it. This is kind of a Highland Games thing, correct?
I think it was sort of like a bit of an adaptation of the tossing the caber.
Yeah, the caber toss.
But yeah, I think there was a giant called Fingal or something like that, if I remember correctly. I assume that's why they always used to do 5 fingers at World Strongest Man, because it's like the giant's hand.
All right, here we go. Alexei Novikov on the left side of your screen. Kevin Faires on the right-hand side. First finger is going to be 300 pounds, 90 seconds on the clock.
Here we go.
Got to walk it up, lock it in place. Novikov's the first one there. Faires now on to the second one as well. This is 330 pounds.
This bit really isn't the crucial bit. It's the next bit where it really gets tough. So just because Kevin's slightly behind here doesn't mean he's going to stay there.
Still has a full minute to go, but they're going to have to hustle here. 5:50. It's just so awkward, that weight.
Yeah.
Kevin Faires onto the second step.
Yeah, they both just look spent, absolutely exhausted, don't they? Kevin's still doing well, though.
Yeah, slow but steady. He's going to have about 30 seconds. Kevin Faires can get 600 up onto the second step. He's going to move into second place. Alexei is done.
Yeah.
He's had enough of that weight. Faires now 600. He's on there, so he's even now with Luke Stoltman.
Let's see if he's got enough left. Come on, Kevin.
Oh! Do not want that dropping on your toes.
Definitely not. Come on, Kevin.
He just doesn't have the extension to get up there. So one step for Kevin Faires. Both Fingals for he and Alexei.
I mean, great effort from both the guys there. You know, like I said, I mean, the fact that they've all got to this point and they're still putting in the effort like they are, I mean, you know, they'd be so sore, so beaten up from the rest of the competition. You know, they're just amazing athletes, every single one of them.
We've got 4 more pairings to go. Next up, it'll be Maxime Boudreau, Thomas Evans. Then we've got Bobby Thompson, Evan Singleton, Trey Mitchell, and Tom Stoltman will be a great one. And then Mitch Hooper and Brian Shaw. So you look at those last 3 pairings between Thompson, Singleton, Mitchell, Stoltman. That is pretty much your battle for the 3rd spot on the podium.
We're going to do it again as we draw closer to figuring out just who will be crowned the strongest man on earth.
This is a tough event because you've got to get those weights reset. And it's not something that someone go up to the top of the stairs and just carry it down.
No, definitely not.
This is forklift material.
I think he may be related to Bo and Luke too, because that is some smooth driving he's doing there.
Yeah, he's going to get better as he goes, you know.
Did you guys
So
have
we were just checking out these fiddle fingers here because we see they got a big bounce and those catches aren't.
All right, course is reset. Forklift out of the way. Weights are in place. 90 seconds is on the clock. Time to bring out our next 2 athletes. Maxime Boudreau of Canada, Thomas Evans of the USA.
our next matchup from the great
All right, who do you like in this one? Thomas Evans has really impressed me. He's come on strong on this second day.
Yeah, I mean, both of these guys, great athletes, very explosive. Maxime is very good at power stairs. I've not actually seen Thomas Evans do power stairs before, but being the athlete he is, he's very big, very powerful, very explosive. You know, I would imagine he's still going to be good at it.
Yeah.
You know, there's not, you know, he's that sort of athlete. He's ex-football player. He's going to be very explosive.
He's got the chest. Like, these guys all of them have something sore somewhere. So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to.
But yeah, I do know for a fact that Maxime is very good at the power stairs.
So Maxime chalking up. Evans in place on the right side of your screen. Currently sitting in 7th and 8th place. Evans in 7th on 56 points. Maxime Boudreau in 8th on 46 points.
All right.
Judges are in place, athletes are in place, and we're off.
Come on, ladies.
300 pounds in those first Fingal fingers.
That's it.
Next one's 330.
325.
Oh, this is where you start to feel it. You got to drive. You got to drive. Evans is there. Boudreau's there. Now it's onto the power stairs. They have over a minute.
Yeah, although we've been sort of talking about how the power stairs, it's won or lost on that. It's those Fingal's fingers there are just to knock a little bit of energy out their legs beforehand.
Look at Maxime.
Yeah, incredible.
He still has 50 seconds to get this last one up, but it's 600 pounds and 5 big steps. Oh, man. We might have a new leader if Maxime can finish these last two.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Very close. I think he's just missing out on that top spot.
Thomas Evans there, one step with a 600-pound block. Come on, Tom.
That's big. Getting it to the second step is going to be huge for him. And that puts him ahead of Kevin Faires and Luke Stoltman and Gavin Bilton because he got that 600 onto the second step. And Maxime Boudreau.
And we gotta absolutely salute this guy. He has left it all out here, competing on the privilege, running up that 600 pounds. Let him hear it, Thomas Evans.
What a great performance from Thomas Evans, you know, winning the Open last year, earning his spot here, in with the best guys in the world, you know, and he's really showed up and put on a great performance. Really impressed with Thomas Evans. I think he's got a huge future ahead of him.
6.34 seconds. Boudreau was flying. He completed it. 59.66. Boudreau.
So Boudreau goes into second place. Ivar Stellis still has the lead, 56.34. Boudreau just 3 seconds behind him at 59.66. Wow.
But I want to tell you, there was an awesome battle going on for that third spot on the podium. Because only
We're down to our final 3 pairings. It has been a long day, a long 2 days of competition, Terry Hollins, and I know the guys are absolutely gassed right now, but this is an opportunity. And I wonder what's going through the mind of Brian Shaw, his final competition, his final event in strongman.
It's a big moment, and like we've said all along, you know, what a career he's had, what a legacy he's left behind, and obviously, you know, he's now leaving a different legacy by running these competitions as well. So, yeah, I mean, I feel very honoured that I've been a big part of Brian's career. I've competed with him so many times. We've been good friends for a long time as well, and you know, I think it's a lot of the way Brian is, you know, as a competitor and everything else, is just a small bit of what Brian is. He's a great man, he's a great dad, he's a great husband, you know. He really is a good guy, and everyone wants to see him do well.
So they will be in the final pairing. Brian Shaw currently sitting in first place with 86 points overall. Mitch Hooper sitting on 80 points. So he's starting to do a little math there, but basically Mitch is going to just control his own destiny. He's going to have to win this event and hope that Brian Shaw does not place in that top 5 position.
Oh, your voice is shot. Tell me about it, brother. I've been doing this for 2 days. You got a prediction? Anyone got a prediction here? What?
I'd say someone can get it in just under 55 seconds.
Ooh.
Just under 55. So he's second. Only 1 second.
Bobby Thompson, Evan Singleton will be the next athletes to come out as they reset the course.
Evan's still got an outside chance, well, a chance of getting on the podium, but he's got to go out there and do the business on this event.
He's going to have to do really good, really well, and then he's going to have to ask for a little help. Right now your top 3 is Shaw, Hooper, and Tom Stoltman, not his older brother Luke. I don't know. The people talking about this thing is, Ivers was so fast. I can't imagine someone doing this in less than 50 seconds. I mean, that would be crazy fast.
I would think, looking at the athletes we've got left, you're looking at the likes of Brian and Tom could go around that sort of time. I mean, Tom is very fast, very athletic. He's got the height as well. Brian's super strong, experienced. He won't make any mistakes. They're the only 2, in my opinion, that do have a chance of sort of going super fast like that. Purely because I think they'll be a lot quicker on the fingers, and then they won't have to battle to get the height on the stairs as much. But then you can never write off Mitch Hooper, ever.
True.
On any event.
So Bobby Thompson, Evan Singleton, All-American affair here. Thompson from Fredericksburg, Virginia. Evan Singleton out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. You're spent, you're sore, you're achy. You got one more event to go. I want to thank the good folks at Trifecta for sponsoring this event. Meal delivery service that aims to transform your health with food, tools, and community support customized to your goals. They supplied all the food for the athletes and staff this weekend. How much did it cost to feed the strongest men on earth, plus the staff that help? We appreciate the folks at Trifecta.
Yeah, and help me stay on track while I'm dieting for my bodybuilding show as well.
Yeah. I had some Trifecta last night. I'll be honest with you. I had it was like black bean chicken bowl or something like that.
Yep.
It was tasty.
Yeah, not bad.
It's nice not having to go search for a place, wait in line, get the waiter. I mean, it made it easy. So we appreciate the folks at Trifecta. All right, here we go. We're getting ready for the third to last pairing. It'll be Bobby Thompson. He'll be on the left side of your screen. Evan Singleton on the right side of your screen. Bobby Thompson currently in 6th overall, 56.5 points. Evan Singleton in 5th overall, 64.5 points. So a big opportunity for Evan Singleton, as Terry pointed out, still has a shot at getting on the podium in top 3 here at the 4th annual Shaw Classic.
He's really got to get after this event. He's got to attack it with that sort of venom that he does sometimes.
90 seconds on the clock. Evan Singleton has the early lead. First finger at 300 pounds complete. T-Rex working quick. Thompson following behind just a little bit. Yeah, he's still at 73 seconds as he gets that first weight. Let's see how he handles this. This will give you a good idea.
Oh,
good format. T-Rex is flying. He's got a full minute to get this last one up.
Yeah. If he makes no mistakes now, he could take the lead for sure.
One more step, he's close.
Come on, Evan, no more mistakes. Let's get it up there. Let's go.
Got it.
Nice. Great effort there. Fantastic effort from Evan Singleton there, giving himself every chance of getting on the podium. He did exactly what he needed to do there. Just go out there and attack it and hope for the best.
Bobby Thompson now gets to the bottom of the stairs, and now the prospects of picking up 600 pounds and going up 5 steps as Evan Singleton cheers him on. And it looks like he has been done in again by that bicep. He's had issues with that throughout. I think Evan Singleton just moved into the lead.
Yep, looks that way. I mean, yeah, really impressed with Evan there. You know, a few years ago, Evan's sort of temperament was a bit out of control sometimes. But there, it sort of really paid for him. He went out there, he attacked it, he did exactly what he needed to do, put the pressure on the other guys, because now Trey Mitchell and Tom Stoltman, both of them, they make a mistake and they're in big trouble.
Stellis with 56.34, and the T-Rex, you just got it, 49.87.
Wow, sub 50 seconds there.
We talked about how hard it would be to go sub 50, and Evan Singleton just knocked it out of the park with a 49.87.
Super impressive there. Wow, great performance from Evan. What a way to finish a show for him.
Evan Singleton into the lead.
Well, you see why Evan Singleton makes some noise in the WWE. How about the T-Rex? So I'm going to put in your face.
And that changes things because now someone's going to have to pop below a 49. If going to have to catch Brian Shaw, you're going to have those top points. So Mitch Hooper's job just got a little tougher.
Yeah, and also Trey, he was only 3 points ahead of Evan there. So, you know, and there's a few good times, a few good efforts. So pressure's really on Trey and Tom. It really is.
Yep. Oh, man, 2 more to go. It'll be Trey Mitchell and Tom Stoltman out of Scotland, Mitch Hooper out of Canada, and Brian Shaw in the final pairing. Big text, Trey Mitchell, Tom Stoltman getting themselves ready. I really like Tom Stoltman in this. I'm telling you, I think he's going to go through those Fingal fingers, Terry, super fast. And he's shown that weight in hand is not a problem for him.
Yeah, and he's been absolutely tearing it up today. 1, 2 of the 3 events so far. I'm sure Tom thinks he can go out there and win this event as well. If he wins 3 out of the 4 events on the final day, you know, he's had a great day.
Thinking of the competition that he's going up against, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Final 2 pairings here, the last event, the 8th and final event, the Fingal Fingers into Power Stairs on day 2 of the 4th annual Shaw Classic. Sold out crowd here at the Budweiser Event Center here in Loveland, Colorado. And no one has left the building. They are all waiting to see what we think may happen, and that is Brian Shaw in his final competition as a strongman, going out possibly on top as the champion.
It's your 2-time defending champion, Trey Mitchell.
So it's Trey Mitchell, 2-time Shaw Classic champion, and 2-time World's Strongest Man champion, 2-time Britain's Strongest Man champion, Tom Stoltman.
Tom's big brother Luke coming out to cheer him on as well.
This is going to be a showdown.
Well, Trey Mitchell, this guy's a gamer. Each of the last 2 years, he won it on the final event. He knows
The relationship between Tom and Luke really is fantastic.
Yeah.
You see, like, Luke is genuinely Tom's biggest supporter, biggest fan, and it's great to see.
Yeah. Brothers from Invergordon, Scotland. I think if anyone's going to beat that 49 that we just saw from Evan Singleton, my money would be on Tom Stoltman.
Me too.
So here we go, both men in position. Stoltman on the right side of your screen, the American. Trey Mitchell on the left side of your screen. And they are off. Look at Tom just blasting through that 300-pound finger.
Oh no.
Mitchell's finger came back, but I think it was maybe more of a malfunction, or do you think it ricocheted back? Look at this.
Light work. Let's go, Big Tom.
Stoltman, he's still got 60 seconds. 49.87 seconds is the mark to beat.
going to be close.
Oh!
It's going to be
Slight
close.
bobble.
Oh, it's going to be really close. I'm not sure.
I don't know if he got the win. That was that stumble that was so close.
I think Tom might have hurt himself a little bit there. Come on, Trey.
Trey is just about giving everything he has here. The two-time Shaw Classic champion with a respectable showing here. But we thought it would be fast, and it was.
It's going to be really tight.
Yep.
I was trying to watch the clock and sort of figure it out. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure at all.
His brother coming out to picture, he's okay. Tom Stoltman, the time to beat was 49.87
seconds. Your time, 46.31.
Wow. Great effort from Tom there. I mean, I thought Evan's time was really going to be really tough to beat. But we knew that if one person could come out and do it, it was Tom. So he's now, what a way to finish the competition after a bad start. He then came out and he won 4 of the last 5 events.
I just can't believe we were talking about someone going sub 50 and he just 46.30. That is amazing.
You see as well the brotherhood between Trey and Tom there.
Yeah.
It's great to see. Brian
so
congratulating both of them as well.
Well, we've got one more event before we bring the curtain down on this one, and this one will be for the title. Tom Stoltman, he does not have enough points to catch Brian Shaw. Even if he wins and he gets the 14, it would put him on 79.5. Oh, sorry. It would put him on, 14 points. It would put him on 82. So he can't catch Brian Shaw, but he can catch Mitch Hooper if Mitch had a really bad performance. But I think as long as Mitch finishes in the top 5 or 6, he's going to hold on to second.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, what a way to end things. What a way to end a career. What a way to end the Shaw Classic. And I think everyone watching the athletes, as you see the top of your screen, all the athletes are coming out to watch this.
I mean, I think like we've said all along, Brian is very well respected by all the other athletes. Everyone is so pleased to be here for his final moment, and what a career he's had.
Brian's gonna, you know what's amazing is this is the last event, but he's gonna go through it, be meticulous, do all his checks, his pre-checks, be prepared as he can be.
Are we gonna see some tears from Brian afterwards? I think we might do.
I think indeed we will. What a career it has been now at 41 years of age. He burst on the scene. I remember when he came to the first World's Strongest Man, he was tall, wasn't this big, but he was tall, and everyone said, oh, he's a basketball player.
Yeah.
Does he have the brute strength that he's gonna need? And he took his lumps the first year or so, but man, he came back, and a lot of the athletes are saying this guy is someone to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
So if we do a little bit of math, Terry, and I know you're good at math, with a 6-point lead, I think as long as Brian Shaw stays out of that bottom 5 positions, he should be okay to keep the title. Right now you've got Ivor Stellis in 3rd, Evan Singleton in 2nd, and Tom Stoltman in 1st. So that and a combination of Mitch Hooper not placing in the top 3 will pretty much lock it up for him.
Yeah, I mean, if Brian just finishes this, it's a done deal.
Yeah. And I fully expect him to finish it, but I also expect, I think, unless he gets injured or he's hurt, Mitch Hooper's going to probably finish it as well.
Yeah.
So this is it. Your final 2 athletes, and we have a chance to salute both of them for what they've given us over the past 2 days in 7 events. Ladies and gentlemen, the Moose Mitchell Hooper!
And Mitchell's been fantastic as well. I know he's 6 points behind Brian going into this last event, but he's been amazing the whole way through.
In one of the greatest strongman careers of all time, we now have 90 seconds left. 90 seconds for him to put that exclamation.
I know that all the guys, much as they all want to win, they all want to be the best that's here, none of them will sort of be disappointed to lose to Brian in his final show and stuff like that.
He's just getting ready. We talk about it. These guys are strong, but they're smart. Brian Shaw, he's a chess grandmaster out here.
So Shaw eyeing up that second finger, which weighs 330 pounds.
In 90 seconds, we will know who is the strongest man on earth.
Brian's asking for a little bit of an adjustment on his second finger because it's crooked.
So you can see, just like our Eagle Eye fans, Brian Shaw saw something, just making sure this is set up to his liking.
That's that chess player.
Keep in mind,
It is true though, because Brian will be wanting to push in a straight line, obviously. So if it's slightly crooked, it's just going to throw him off a little bit. There we go. The final moment. Like you said earlier, Brian being meticulous as ever, making sure he does everything right.
So here we go, 46.30. That is the mark to beat, put up by Tom Stoltman. Brian Shaw in his final event, in his final competition as he brings his career to an end. 90 seconds on the clock and we're off. Both men making quick work, second finger, 330 pounds. Boy, Hooper's doing a great job.
Yeah, he's flying. Can Hooper finish on that moment of winning the last event? It's looking possible.
If Brian gets this up, I think it's done. As long as he gets past 2 steps. Here comes Shaw. Look at that. Mitchell Hooper's like, you know what? Let's cheer the big man on. He's got 36 seconds left in his career. He's got 2 steps, make it 1.
Brian. Let's finish it.
1 step to go for the big man. Got it. What a career.
What a way to finish as well. Great sport from Mitch Hooper there as well. Sort of realised, I think he secured his spot. Just he wanted to cheer Brian on as well.
What a way to end a career. Brian Shaw wins the 4th annual Shaw Classic and brings the curtain down on an amazing career. Listen to the crowd.